Take a quick listen to Rick Bowness's post-game message to his team after the Jets' last game.
The inconsistencies of some of our players is hurting us. You know, if some of these guys think they're giving us everything in their tank, they're dreaming. We got a lot of guys in there giving us everything they can, and we just need a few more guys to jump on board.
So the Winnipeg Jets, who had their best start in franchise history through 12, tied a franchise record through 20, sat at the top of the Central in December, and as recently as just 8 weeks ago still had a nearly 96% chance of making the playoffs, have since seemingly fallen off the face of the earth, as they now hold on for their dear lives, simply holding on to a wild card spot just 2 points ahead of the Flames, and thus dwindling their chances to now just a 61% chance of making the playoffs in a Western Conference that hasn't exactly been a powerhouse. So with that said, coming into their last game, they were facing a deflated last-place Sharks team who had lost 14 of 15 games. That one win came against the Jets on March 6th, and since the Sharks were on a 9-game losing streak, and so yeah, this was a crucial game for the Jets to pick up some points. Well, not only did the Sharks come out and score in the first, they held the Jets completely off the score sheet throughout the second, then scored again early in the third, and then again on a bad one for Helly as the Sharks shut out the Jets 3-0, meaning the Sharks were now 2-14 over their last 16 games, with both wins coming against the Jets. Now, could you say the Jets simply got goalied by Reimer? Sure, he played well, holding them to nothing as the Jets did put on 41 shots, but here's the deal. The Jets have scored 6 in their last 5 games. They've gone completely cold, and Scheifele, despite having tied a career high with 38 goals, hasn't scored in 9 games. Blake Wheeler hasn't scored in 21. Kyle Connor has just won in 15, and Dubois won in 10. That is not good enough. So what's going on? There are people much smarter than me that probably have a better answer, but to me, one thing is clear. They are not on the same page. After the game, reporters asked 2 players the same question, and yet got 2 very different answers. Here was Mark Scheifele.
We hear Rick Bowness talk, shoot. Is there kind of a different way of attacking that?
Yeah, I'm a guy that, my whole career I play a possession game. That's always been my game, and that's always been my look at offenses is quality over quantity.
And then here's DeMelo.
What we can't lose sight of is going off script and doing things a different way that is on your own page. So we have to stay together here. Because we put 40 up on tonight's shot clock and didn't score, we can't go back now to start looking for the extra pass. And those will open up once we continue to shoot and continue to drive the net.
Now, here's Bowness's response to hearing what Scheifele had to say.
2 players came out. DeMelo spoke to the importance of, hey, just because we didn't score, we still got to keep that shot clock high. Mark said, hey, the way I like to play is hold on to the puck, look for that pass into the slot. It sounds like you're getting 2 different camps of thought in terms of how to get out of the scoring slump.
We had enough scoring chances to win the hockey game.
That eye roll when he hears what Mark had to say, in my opinion, says a lot. Scheifele's play style has often led to the Jets being too cute with it, while not actually leading to much of anything. So I think Scheifele seems to be worrying about Scheifele. Bowness has clearly lost the room, at least to some extent, and has gotten criticized himself for decisions like putting Wheeler out as much as he does and making Ehlers sit as much as he does. But either way, something's got to change. The Jets have just a handful of games to try and salvage what was an incredible start, or risk what could be an epic collapse. Let me know your thoughts down below, and as always, thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next one.
There comes a point where their personal pride has to take over. If someone has to go in there and point that out to them, then there's a big problem.